Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me on another video today. Happy New Year! Thank God for seeing 2023, and I hope we all have the year that we want, full of blessings, full of love, full of light, all of that. Thank you. If you are a returning subscriber, if you're new on here, please, if you like my video, consider subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. All right, so guys, today I wanted to talk about 5 fragrances that I consider to be really elegant and so feminine, and they are all Middle Eastern fragrances. So I have 5 of them here and I'll be sharing with you. Starting with this one, Kema. This is from Latifah, and this bottle gets me every time. Latifah, you guys, you have to tell us the secrets behind your packaging, because the Middle Eastern houses, guys, they don't play. This bottle is very intricate. I actually like it. I find it to be really pretty and very ornamental. And not only the pack, I mean, the pack also looks so pretty. Look at this, has some suede. Oh God, this is so pretty. Anyway, this fragrance is like a green, sweet floral. That's kind of how I would summarize this. Now, it says it has lavender and saffron and clary sage in the opening, and then in the middle there's myrrh and amber. At the base there's supposed to be cedar and oud. But what I get from this for the most part is a divine, very sweet, soft, slightly earthy opening. It kind of smells like you have plucked a flower with the stalk, with the leaves. You can smell the nectar, everything that has to do with that flower and its essence. You have them right in front of you. That's what I smell with this. It's sweet, it's floral, it's herbal. I couldn't really discern what floral, but I think I could kind of get hints of the lavender, even though it wasn't prominent light. And the sweetness and the floral notes and those green essences follow this through the duration of the scent. So it's one that is going to remain kind of sweetish through the duration. But of course, as it dries down, the woods, the amber and the cedar wood come through. So I mean, this is an amazing fragrance, guys. Not very long lasting, but still good enough to give you about 2 hours on your skin and 4 hours on your clothes. This is perfect for any time, any day. This is something that actually be someone's signature scent, if you ask me. I would wear this to the office. I would wear this on a date. I would wear this to brunch. I would wear this pretty much anywhere. It's very inoffensive. You're very unlikely to offend with this one as long as you spray reasonably. It's not even that strong, to be honest. I really like this one. I think it's extremely elegant and feminine and low-key sexy, if you ask me. It's amazing and I like it. Now, next up, we have one that I've kind of spoken about. So I've talked about it on my other channel, and I want to believe I've shown it in some shorts on this channel. Maybe when I was talking, there was a short I did on bridal fragrances, and I showed this one. Amirat Al Arab is from Asdaf. Now, this fragrance for me is extremely stunning. This is like one of the most intoxicating florals that I have. Amazing. This is a jasmine bomb. It doesn't hide that fact. When you smell this, you know there's jasmine in it, but it also comes through with some fruity notes in the opening. So I do get some berry-like nuances when I first spray this. It's the sweetness and juiciness of a berry. It is so juicy and decadent in the opening, and as the jasmine comes through, it meshes so well with the berries. And then of course at the base there's some vanilla and woods and musk, and whew, extremely intoxicating and elegant. This is black tie dinner. This is your wedding. This is an occasion where you want to smell great, but you don't want to take over the room. Absolutely stunning, a compliment magnet. This one, whew, very soft, very feminine, very intoxicating. I think the intoxicating part of this is what I want to stress, because when I sprayed this, I had to keep sniffing my hands. Whew, doesn't last very long though. I got about an hour on my skin and maybe about 4 hours on clothes, but that 4 hours was because I had to keep respraying and respraying, and then by the next day I could still smell it. So it's amazing, it's stunning, it's just to die for, especially for the price point. Now, next one on my list is this one that looks so regal, guys. This is such a regal looking bottle. It says I am the queen. It's from a house called Anna Al Malika. And please, if you know how to pronounce it better, forgive me. I'm not from the Middle East. I just talk about Middle Eastern fragrances. So I'll try my best as much as possible. Anyway, so this is I am the queen, and this is really a queen. This one doesn't have any florals in the notes, even though I don't know why I feel like there's a floral lurking in there. Anyway, the notes in here are orange, bergamot, and the middle has pear, vanilla. At the base, there's musk and dry amber. Guys, what I get from this is the citrus, obviously, the pear, the juiciness, that sweet, decadent, mouth-watering juiciness of pear and citrus in the opening. And the citrus note is not like a bitter citrus, it's like a sweeter type of citrus, and it's amazing, guys. As this starts to dry down, of course, I get some muskiness and some vanilla. It can also feel a bit dust. I don't know what I say is dusty or powdery in the dry down. So if you're not somebody who likes that kind of texture to your fragrance, imagine like if you had powder on your hands and then you blew it into the air. That's kind of like the feeling I get when this starts to dry down. But still, I love it. If you like Irresistible by Givenchy, you're going to like this fragrance because they have a similar scent profile. That one is also pear forward, and this one also is forward on the pear too. So absolutely amazing fragrance. It is so elegant. This one has I would say it has a very flirty attributes to it. It feels like something that a young lady can pull off. A mature lady that wants to feel young can also pull this off. It has that very flirty, playful side while still retaining, that elegance underneath. So anything you want, day dates, night dates, I think this is absolutely amazing. Of course, in terms of sillage and projection, I won't say that this is heavy on the projection and all that. A lot of these fragrances sit pretty close to the skin. That kind of, you know almost, I wouldn't say flirty, I would say reserved, elegant, but still with a bit of spunk to it. So for those kinds of fragrances, you wouldn't always want them to be forward and announce you. It's that kind of thing where maybe on close encounter, people can smell you, but it's not like the kind of fragrance where you walk into the room and immediately you want everybody to know you've arrived. No, it's those kinds that on close encounter, people can get a whiff of you and they would be intoxicated with your scent. So I am the queen. Absolutely amazing. I love, love, love this. Next up, we have this one called Yakin, and it's from Asdaf. Yakin has a beautiful bottle, but I was a bit disappointed with the sprayer because, I mean, this came off almost the first time I used it, actually. Couldn't even survive one spray. I've been trying to replace it. So yeah, that annoyed me a bit, but I love the bottle. I love the presentation. Yakin is a fruity, floral with some sprinkling of vanilla and musk and sandalwood. Now, Yakin for me starts off very fruity, and after some minutes, the white florals kind of shine through. This one, has also a slightly tropical vibe because of the ylang ylang in it. So it gives it that kind of banana-like flavor or scent. Yeah. Okay, so there's a slight creaminess as well as this starts to dry down, and that's coming from the vanilla, the ylang, as well as the sandalwood, because these three notes lend creaminess to a fragrance, and they kind of come together at the base of this to give it some rich creaminess and warmth. Now, for me, the way I see this fragrance is one where it's very feminine, and it's one that you can pretty much use in different circumstances. So this one to me though, because of the ylang and that tropical leaning attribute, I would use this as a vacation scent. It would do very well, on the beach, that kind of thing. So this will work very well there. I also feel like it would work very well as a bridal scent. For some reason, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it evokes that silent sensuality, that silent playfulness. It has that thing that I Am the Queen has, which I just described. This one too has it, but leaning more in the tropical direction. And I love it. I love the playful side to this. I love that flirty, playful undertone that it gives. I like the white florals. I think it's really elegant. I like the bottle, the presentation, absolutely amazing. This kind of lasts a bit longer on my skin than the others I've described. So this will give me about 3 hours on my skin. And on my clothes, it gives me about, let's see, 5 hours thereabouts. Now, again, all these things are subjective because they would depend on your skin, chemistry, the weather, where you are, all of that. But amazing fragrance, elegant, beautiful, very versatile, just stunning. Okay, next up we have, in fact, this is last on the list for today, is this from the house of Latifah, and it's called Shad. I like this rose gold bottle. I like this florals on the side. Again, beautiful presentation as is consistent with these Middle Eastern houses. For Shad, this is really a heavy hit of white florals when you spray. For me, the white floral comes across as either jasmine or tubers or both. And of course, there's some slight amber and vanilla nuances to this with some musk. The original notes, as I saw online, were almond orange, then jasmine, white florals, orris, tubers, and amber, and then amber, vanilla, praline, and musk at the base. So, again, heavy on the white florals because it has jasmine, it says white florals, and it also says tubers. So you can imagine this one doesn't hide the fact that it's a white floral. It is out there in your face. But the vanilla nuances, the musky nuances, the amber nuances kind of come through in the dry down. But I find this to be really, really pretty, really beautiful. It's that kind of white floral that, to me, this is not heady. It's not overly sweet. It's also not overly heady. It's, if you like a fragrance like, let's say, what can I liken this to? Just imagine the likes of somewhere in between My Way by Giorgio Armani and Gucci Floral Gorgeous Jasmine. Imagine if those two fragrances had a baby. That's the kind of thing you will get from here. I don't get any ouds or any Middle Eastern nuances to this. This is pretty much a straight up white floral, but of course with all the supporting notes. I think add some creaminess to it and all that. And it's amazing. I like it. So these 5 fragrances are very feminine, soft, ethereal, romantic. These are the kind of fragrances I would wear if I was a bride. These are the kind of fragrances I would wear to mostly a day date. It's gentle, simple, flirty. I kind of picture these kinds of fragrances with like a summer dress or just a dress, a very girly type of dress. That's the kind of um outfit that I picture with these kinds of fragrances. Girly, flirty, fun, but still with a touch of elegance and class. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. Until I see you again on another video, enjoy the rest of your day or night. And don't forget to let me know in the comments if you have any of these and what your thoughts are. Bye, guys.